Video games have been and continue to evolve, with hundreds of games being released each year. Games always contain many interesting things. Besides helping us relax after long days, they also serve as a mental nourishment for anyone. Today, let's go through some fascinating facts about games in the video. The truth about the gaming industry and its pinnacles. Let's go. 1. The first video game. The first electronic game ever released was Tennis for Two on October 18, 1958, at the Brookhaven National Laboratory in Long Island, New York, USA. This game was created by William Higginbotham and was a simple sports game based on tennis. Tennis for Two was unlike modern electronic games, but it is considered the precursor to the video game industry and laid the foundation for its development. 2. The best-selling video game. The best-selling electronic game to date is Minecraft, a sandbox game developed by Mojang and released in May 2009 for PC, mobile devices, and gaming consoles, with over 238 million copies sold across all platforms. It is followed by Grand Theft Auto 5 and Tetris, with 170 million and 100 million copies sold, respectively. 3. The highest-grossing video game. According to Wikipedia in 2019, with an estimated total revenue of $32.4 billion, the Mario franchise by the publisher Nintendo holds the title for the highest-grossing video game franchise to date. It is followed by Pokémon, also from Nintendo, and Call of Duty by Activision. 4. The video game with the longest completion time. According to How Long to Beat, the fastest time to complete the video game Kenshi by Lo-Fi Games is around 90 hours of continuous gameplay, making it the video game with the longest completion time. Kenshi is a role-playing game with real-time strategy elements and no linear storyline. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic world with harsh living conditions. Kenshi allows players to become thieves, traders, or choose from numerous other options. The game has received mostly positive reviews for its depth, MMO-style gameplay, and high difficulty. 5. The heaviest video game in terms of file size. With a file size of up to 2 million GB, Flight Simulator 2020 is considered the heaviest video game in history. However, users do not have to download the entire file size of Flight Simulator onto their devices. Instead, the game's data is stored on Microsoft's cloud computing servers. Flight Simulator 2020 is a flight simulation game that faithfully recreates the entire Earth, thanks to the collaboration of Asobo Studios developers with Microsoft Azure Cloud Computing Technology and Bing Maps data. What's interesting about Flight Simulator 2020 is that you can pilot aircraft to your own location, and you will see how your real-world location appears in the game. 6. The longest development time for a video game. After 14 years of development from 1997 to 2011, the video game Duke Nukem Forever was finally released. It held the Guinness World Record for the longest development time for a video game, although this record was surpassed by Beyond Good and Evil 2 in 2022. However, Beyond Good and Evil 2 has not been released yet, so Duke Nukem Forever still holds the record for the video game with the longest development time from the beginning of development to its final release. 7. The hardest video game in history. Flappy Bird gained notoriety for its addictive gameplay and extreme frustration it caused players due to its difficulty. Many players went to the extent of smashing their phones in frustration because of the game's level of challenge. The game offered only one life, and if you failed, you had to start from the beginning. The gameplay was incredibly simple. Players controlled a bird, and their task was to tap the screen to navigate through obstacles. While it sounded simple, since its release, no player has managed to completely conquer the game. A little-known fact is that, according to the game's creator, it was intentionally programmed so that players could never win. 8. The gamer with the world's largest game collection. Antonio Montero from the United States has amassed a collection of 20,139 video games, all of which are housed in his home in Richmond. Spanning across game titles from the 2nd to the 8th console generations, his collection is so extensive that it took him 8 days to count them before he was officially awarded the record. During his gaming exploration, Antonio has chosen some extraordinary items to decorate his collection shelves. Notable among them is the basic rifle marksmanship program Max. This exclusive release by Nintendo was intended for the US military for marksmanship training and was never made available to the public. He also possesses a complete collection of Nintendo 64 DD games, which were only released in Japan, a rare Sega Game Gear game called CJ the Elephant, and a series of educational Sega Dreamcast games like Timeless Math, which, as Antonio puts it, means you can go to school and play games. Despite owning such a massive collection, there are still a few games Antonio is hunting for, such as Daytona USA Netlink Edition for Sega Saturn, Max for Super Nintendo, and Barbie Groom and Glam Pups for Nintendo 3DS, as well as Myriad 6-in-1 for NES. 9. The oldest gamer in the world. The Guinness World Records has recognized Hamiko Mori, a Japanese woman, as the world's oldest gaming YouTuber, who continues to excel at playing games and be an online sensation at the age of 90. Hamiko Mori, known as the Gamer Grandma, has 250,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel and started playing games 39 years ago. Her YouTube channel was launched in 2015, featuring 4 videos per month. In her videos, she does everything from unboxing new controllers to showcasing her gaming skills. Sharing her gaming career, Grandma Hamiko mentioned that after enjoying her youth and a phase of adulthood dedicated to work and family, she found playing games in her old age to be a right choice. My life right now is just all about having fun. Sometimes I play games until 2 in the morning, she humorously shared. 10. The world's longest continuous gaming session by a gamer. Okan Kaya, a 28-year-old gamer from Australia, has set a new world record for the longest continuous gaming duration, with over 135 hours. Okan Kaya, a sales manager and amateur gamer, demonstrated his love for the popular action game Call of Duty Black Ops 2 by playing it for over 135 hours and 50 minutes straight, which is nearly 6 days. Kaya's record surpassed the previous record held by a Canadian gamer in March, who achieved a time of 120 hours and 7 minutes. The game that the Canadian gamer played when setting the record was Resistance. And that's the entire content of today's video. How do you feel about it? Don't forget to leave your comments. As always, we're delighted to see likes from all of you. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to support us. I am Top 5 Weird, and I'm delighted to journey with all of you. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.